back. But this certainly, you think it's all just because
I think it's all because of, listen, so I have my own opinions about this.
Tell us.
I really feel like John likes to be on TV, and I agree with everything that Shannon has said about him in that sense. And so I had another situation with him, and basically I was out. This is like when the season wrapped up, the one before when like him and Shannon broke up, but it wasn't out yet that they were broken up. And so I was at this bar with my husband, and so we know him because he's our neighbor. And so basically he was there with another girl, and I was definitely a little tipsy, and I was sitting in the corner, and I took a picture of them, and I was sending it to Kelly.
Kelly Dodd?
Yes. I was sending it I was like, ooh, look who just broke up and he's out with another girl. And so he saw me taking the picture, and he came over to me to basically let me know that he's not cheating on Shannon, that they've broken up. And like they had I think they had finished filming like in October. So this was in December. And I was like, no worries. I'm like, you do you. I don't care. I was like, good for you, whatever. I'm like, even if you're on a date, he's like, no, it's not a date, whatever. So then Kelly and Rick posted it on their YouTube channel. And basically, and they meant, obviously he knew the picture came from me. So then I ran into him 3 weeks later.
I don't care what you do. I'm just going to take a picture of this for a minute, but I really don't care.
This is almost like to see Shannon in the grocery store with the alcohol.
Exactly. I'm like, huh?
And I love that he came over just to be like, but didn't ask to delete it from your phone.
No, he didn't, he didn't say anything about me taking the picture. But then I ran into him 3 weeks later. And I was with a bunch of my friends, and we were back at this bar. So this bar is like a pit bar, it's a little hole in the wall. Okay. So we go there after we've been out to 2 other places.
Yeah.
And so he's there with a few friends, and then he comes over to me and he's like, his friend first comes over to me, some older guy. And he's like, hey, by the way, I know you're the one who sent my friend's picture. And I was like, and who are you? And I don't even know why you're talking to me. I said, please step away from me. And he was like, you need to go apologize to my friend. I was like, you need to shut up. I'm like, seriously.
This is why I love her for this show.
So anyway, I did go over and say sorry for sending the picture out. I said I was drunk and I was being funny in the moment, and I didn't mean to start shit. And he was like, yo, well, they sent the picture out, and it was like all over blogs. I was like, sorry. But that's what happened. But anyways, I think he likes it.
Yeah, if you're in the public eye, you're going to get people taking pictures of you. It is what it comes with a contract.
But what's his story? Does anybody even know?
Actually, what does he even do?
I don't know what he does.
He's not in finance, is he? No. He's not 6'5".
Well, he can't be in finance.
He's not 6'5".
I think I want to say when he first came on the show, there was something about him maybe being a detective, but he's definitely not a detective.
What?
I don't know. I have no idea.
No, he's no.
Well, you also have to know if you send, did you know what you were doing? I'm not coming for you, but if you send a picture to Kelly Dodd, you know where it's going to end up.
Okay,
this is
of
Kelly
course,
Dodd.
I was stirring the pot and starting shit.
Oh, stirring the pot. Okay.
But I was also, like I said, I was pretty drunk at that point when I did it. I was being funny.
How do you know Kelly?
How do you know Kelly?
Yeah.
Because she loves
and I'm
Kelly.
Sorry, I apologize.
Okay, so I met Kelly. Yeah, Kelly and I are good
Kelly
friends.
fan.
But
she's gonna have a lot to say to you after today.
No,
when you appear with me.
By the way, Kelly does not get along with David at all.
She hates me. And by the way, can I just say, not to interrupt you, it's the same thing as these texts. So I'm behind the velvet rope, which everyone's gonna listen to this. I interview housewives.
Yeah,
people come on. I ask them questions. I asked you questions when you're on. I just ask the question.
Yeah.
It's not when people come on from Orange County, most people don't have anything good to say about Kelly Dodd. I just sit there. I ask the next question. I'm not saying it, but when people say bad things about her, she goes psychotic on me, which I'm not afraid of her. Meghan King is the one that put the nail in my coffin when Kelly Dodd had some words for me. And I'm not the one to have words for her. I had some words back to her. So I really don't dislike her, other than the fact that
I dislike her.
Well, she talks about how much she hates me and all the things that are wrong with me. So I'm not
you should just be like, you're welcome, Kelly.
Yeah. But I'm just curious.
I think Kelly's easy to love because she's fun, she's bubbly, she's outgoing.
I like her.
She's got a great personality, and she what you see is what you get. But then that's the same reason why it's easy to be like, Jesus, I can't trust her, because it's not a trust thing. It's things do get put out because that's what she is about. She's got a podcast. She's going to spread it. So it is like that, isn't it?
But I get sent so much. Like if I hear something, I will talk about it on the air. But when I get sent things, like if you sent me something, like I get sent
She sends you nastygrams, right?
She sends me nastygrams. But I get sent pictures and stuff of like,
have you
don't
got
send
one?
this.
Let's read one.
I blocked her.
Because you're a lawyer. Slanders, if it's real, it's not, you can't, get sued for.
Yeah. No, I have them somewhere. I blocked her on all Instagram, but she goes on tirades when it's always like, no one listens to your podcast. Mind you, it's much higher rated than her podcast. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah.
Numbers don't lie. Let me just tell you. No one listens to your podcast. You're a loser. I'm more famous than you. I mean, she goes just psychotic.
She goes high school on you?
High school. And then which I mean, just because I'm gay, she assumes I'm like, have whatever. But she then goes on a huge anti-trans rant to me.
She did?
Which she's like, you and fucking Dubrow, and it's like, what does this have to do with me being gay? And she's like, she goes into like children and really,
is she anti-trans?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, I don't think so.
I don't know. No. This is her. Like,
really? I mean, listen, I
maybe
think,
not, but in this rant she was. And I'm like, I've never said anything about trans. She's like, you and Dubrow are so funny. This is the problem with our kids.
Dubrow supports that whole community.
I know. Well,
beautifully.
Yes. But she wasn't, I think that's why she's maybe
I think Kelly, listen.
Maybe she doesn't like you because you're gay.
No, she has a lot of, don't say that. Because that's not even true. That. Because she has a lot of gay friends.
I'm just saying she's going on an anti-trans
rant. She has nothing against, I mean, I don't know anything about that. But the one thing I'll say about Kelly is that she's been nothing but kind to me. And so I think it's one of those things, like, we've never had any issues with each other. She loves me. I love her. And, we have like mutual friends. And then, so she's always been kind to me. And I feel like it's one of those things. Yes, she can get really upset and hate somebody if she is upset with them, but like, that's just her personality, but if you give her like nothing, and I'm not saying you've given her anything to be upset about, but she can be easily pushed and, that's just who she is. So like, I've never had any issues with her. Like you guys have your issues now, but I've told you.
I've never had issues with Kelly.
Yeah.
I think I've got, me and Kelly are somewhat similar in the sense of when you get backed into a corner and your feelings are hurt, you just attack. And it doesn't matter what it is about you. You'll find something that we feel that you don't like about yourself. And it's an attack moment. So whether you're gay, whether you're trans, whether you're black, whether you're white,
that's
whether you...
so high school.
It is.
But no, but that is what she does.
That too. I've seen you do it with her.
I don't think she's anti-something. She
because
just gets
to her level,
backed into a corner and she goes in. And that's it. She just attacks.
And believe it or not, I now come back at her because I'm like, I don't care, but